What's up, YouTube? If you clicked on this video, you want to learn how to climb or how to carry with the Symbiotic Souls Ghostblade setup. So right now, if you didn't hear, the setup has caught wind to the public. I think SkillCap made a video saying that this build is the new OP ADC build / Caitlyn build. And they are right. This build, I think, is really, really strong. It's also really easy to execute. And I'm going to show you a full game of how I basically 1v9'd with this build against Fed, Katarina, and Ocean Soul. Okay. And so if you don't know what the setup is we go first strike. We do a little a quick rundown here. We do first Symbiotic Souls first item. We almost always buy a code to rush a 3-item spike. Then we go Ghostblade, Collector, LDR, IE. After IE, we're indexing into BT or Opportunity or RC, some combination of the three in your last 2 item slots. You do end up selling boots a lot of the time, but not always. Okay, and that's basically the setup. And let's just get right into it as we talked about other stuff. So this is probably a long game. It's like long game. It's like a 42-minute game. Hopefully the video won't be 42 minutes long. But if it is, I promise you will learn everything you will have needed to know about how to carry with this first strike Ghostblade Caitlyn setup. And as we are beginning the laning phase, I don't know what's going on here. I distinctly remember my Leona flashing in and wasting flash. That's a bit unfortunate. But the playstyle in the laning phase is you want to try and proc first strike as much as possible. So when it's up, I want you guys to look for the Q poke through minions and or really try to hit the enemy AD or support for the first strike proc. Not that you shouldn't in for it, right? You shouldn't get hit by like a blitz hook when you go for it. But remember, every time you proc it, it is a range creep. So what that means is that you're getting another CS per minute every time you proc it. Okay, it's actually really important. This entire setup is so that we can get to 3 items as fast and as safely as possible. And why 3 items? That's when Caitlyn can start doing headshot relevant damage with her headshot crit. Right, she can run around with passive headshot crit and actually do some damage. Before that point, all your damage comes from Q, and Q is unreliable. Plus, it starts falling off after level 9, and yeah, unreliable. So basically, most Caitlyn builds are aiming to play the game at 3 items. You see me miss the CS here. That's a bit unfortunate. But yeah, as you see here, I have the first strike proc. I'm looking at headshot Zeri. I did take an unfortunate karma Q to the face, but that's okay. And if you didn't, we'll probably discuss this as we see it. But we also want to make sure we're ulting on first strike cooldown. Every time we ulti will be a ranged creep. Okay. Also, it's really funny that we say you take this rune to make a ranged creeps worth of damage. I mean, ranged creeps worth of gold, and I miss a literal ranged creep. It's kind of sad. So yeah, try not to miss CS. Here they're playing for level 2, and they had the level 2 spikes, so they decided they had a good trade on us, but then I think Zeri Omega threw it, which is really fortunate. And then we're like trying to go in here on the karma. But remember, every time you start a fight, the enemy jungle is coming. So the enemy jungle is Xin in this case. He's been coming the entire time, and I'm pretty sure he's like behind us or next to us. And so I'm trying to channel base here to well, I guess I can't channel base if Karma's going to crash the wave, but I try and not die to the Zinc Ink, basically. I have no barrier. I do have flash. So here we see that he goes on Leona. I try to get the revenge. Spoilers, I end up completely trolling my flash and dying, but it's okay, okay? It's just keep in the, it's like just because you lose early game or not doing well early game does not mean it's over for you, okay? If you want to know what Zeri should have done here, she should have not pushed that wave. I think she can let the wave push towards her, and I would lose more minions that way. I think by pushing the cannon into the tower, I'll actually be able to pick up a good amount of minions since the cannon is taking the tower so much, right? So yeah. Also, this video is coming out tomorrow. I don't know, it's like April 9th or something. I have a new weekly Q&A that I'm going to be doing and turning into a YouTube video. Basically, it's just you guys asking any questions you have about ADC, like what you should be doing, or your champion pool or anything, you can ask there. You know, you don't have time or money to buy a coaching session. It will be completely free on the Discord. So yeah, you guys can go check it out there. There should be in the link in the description. If there is not, remind me in the comments. But anyways, let's continue. So the goal of the laning phase is to base with 900 gold. Okay, you don't actually want to, so we need 900 gold to buy the Symbiotic Souls first. Okay, that's important because you need to stack it. It's not OP just for the recall. The recall is really good. It's OP because of the recall, and you get unlocked Moby boots later. And in order to get the Moby boots, if you don't know what these shoes do, you have to travel like 150,000 units, and then it unlocks the ability to move fast out of combat. Okay, that part is important because it allows you to run up and look for a net play or a headshot play with a ton of movement speed, especially with your Ghostblade, and you can bait out enemy abilities, enemy attention, and actually find some hits. They actually cannot run away from you, by the way. So you basically are guaranteed to make a good play with infinite move speed and infinite range, right? Because Caitlyn has a really long range, right? So here you can see I'm just trying to survive in this laning phase against Karma. We can talk about like this build specific stuff. So yeah, I got hit by the Karma Q. We can talk about like non-build specific stuff. Like in this matchup, we're supposed to play off Leona EQ, right? And they are trying to play off Karma Poke. So my entire laning phase experience is just gonna be how to not get hit by Karma. You can see I'm trying to ward this bush to help, but obviously I got hit by a Mantra Q. That's not very good. And we are planning to combo off Leona's stun. When you play with a CC support, you must pay attention to their skill shots. You see her miss her E, that means on this wave we're done. We have no play here because she has no E. Wow, this Karma is actually destroying me. And then when she hits the stun, you need to ask yourself, what is the plan? So for Caitlyn, we can talk about recalls too, but for Caitlyn, you want to trap on CC. So you want to trap on a specific CC. In this case, we're going to trap on the Leona Q. Okay, after E, she's going to Q. I'm going to trap on the Q, okay? So I'm a little too far away because it's a bit of a disaster. And Leona's not instantly Qing for the combo, so that's going to make it hard for us to land trap anyways. But yeah, this is just a classic enemy ADC is dying to gank, and I didn't really have to do much. We cannot crash this cannon wave easily because Xin is here, remember? Anytime a fight is breaking out, the enemy jungle will show up. I do try and stay. You should try and help, but if you think you're gonna die to like Xin Flash or something, you should just peace. We need to go home immediately. We need to go. There's a TP here. Oh, this is how it starts, isn't it? The the Katarina TP. Oh God, yeah. So this is how it starts. A bit unfortunate, but I did get a kill, but Katarina got a kill. That kind of sucks. So the first thing you do is you buy the boots. Okay? You buy the boots so you can charge it ASAP. Buying the boots late is very bad. Okay? Buying the boots late, like I'm talking about like 8-9 minutes late is very bad. Then it charges at like 15 minutes, okay? You want to be able to charge this thing ASAP. And you also get to charge it when there are hex gates or if you take TP because you're playing against a mage, those also charge the boots, okay? So you get the boots, you come back to the lane, and oftentimes the first thing you do is crash the wave, and if you can't make any proactive moves, you immediately base. So in this case, I can, in fact, crash, and if I see Xin bot, I will just immediately base and buy a longsword. But I see Xin top, so we can't base, right? But if there are no proactive moves to make, you can actually base for free because you won't lose any minions in the next wave. You'll maybe lose 1 minion at most, but you pretty much won't lose any minions in the next wave, okay? So here, you're going to see me, I'm just going to push because we see Xin top, and we're just going to crash the wave here. And then we're going to look for, well, we have to try and do something on Zeri because you see the Karma, right? But clearly there's no dive here. I'm pretty sure it's impossible. So what you're going to see here is probably going to see we're either going to base. Okay, yeah, we're going to base because the map looks a little bit suspicious. Zin's on the grubs. Karma's coming bot. Enemy mid is roaming. You can just base like that, okay? And this actually keeps you out of trouble. A lot of you guys will literally keep hitting tower because you don't know what else you can do. And then Katarina will kill you, right? Don't lie. I know you guys watching this video, I've seen it, okay? You guys come to me and you show me your games. I've seen you do that, okay? Me too, okay? I've done that too. So these boots actually help prevent you from inting when, because you feel like you should be doing something, but instead you can just base and replenish resources and buy items, right? So in this case, we're coming back to lane, catching other minions. We're gonna push one wave, and if we're chilling, we can stay. Otherwise, we just base. I think I'm eating fruit here, but I really need to push here. And the entire time as you're laning, of course, you need to track the enemy jungle. Is he here? Question mark. Where is he? Do you have sums to bait gank? That kind of stuff. Okay, so here we're gonna push bot. We're gonna roam into the river because that's what our Nafiri is trying to do, right? That should be the plan here. We can also like try and apply pressure at their tower, but we're playing Leona. We're not going to dive them. There's nothing to do here. We stay out of trouble and back up our Nafiri and also try and prevent them from moving to mid here. Like you see here, I'm just trying to, I mean, this is worded. This guy he's smurfing on me or what? They decide to take a fight. We are cooked. There is no way we can win this. Xin is here, right? Yep, okay, Xin shows up. Remember, anytime a fight starts, the enemy jungle is coming. If you learn anything from laning phase from watching this video, it's that anytime something happens, the enemy jungle is going to come. Okay, a simple tip for you guys to remember. So here I take a base, and 4-second recall is super nice, especially in situations like this where things go wrong. Honestly, the boots work when things go wrong, and the boots work when things go right, because you can like cheese base after snagging another extra wave, or something goes wrong, you can base before they can dive you. It's kind of funny. Like your support dives bot and they're gonna dive you, but you can just base, right? I think here they're going for some kind of dive. I'm looking to essentially not die to this, pick up the wave and go home immediately, right? Again, the boots making it so that we can essentially bypass anything bad that happens in the laning phase. We're just gonna go home immediately here. I mean, I can try and help this with an ulti, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die to Katarina if we walk up. I walk up, don't I? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We can try. This does not look playable. Yeah, I should not have walked up. Guys, you just base, okay? I don't know why I tried there. But you can see that this game is a disaster, okay? That's what we want to emphasize here. This game is a disaster. This build will allow you to carry. I promise. Okay. So the strategy after you buy your boots and you're working your way towards Ghostblade, your next kind of strategic goal is to get to level 9 with Ghostblade and pickaxe, or Ghostblade and 80 components, right? Also, if your teammates are barking, you should just mute them. Okay. If they type anything in the chat that's not helpful towards winning the game, immediately mute them. Okay, you do not need to hear anything they are saying. They're just complaining or whatever. Like it's not useful. Okay, not useful for carrying. Do not read what they say. You will lower your IQ and or make you mad. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, the strategic strategic point is to get Ghostblade level 9. 80 components. We're gonna take a base here, by the way, because we see our jungle and support playing top side. You can just immediately base and take a free base to do anything. Okay, anything that doesn't include dying here. You could stay to ulti the Zeri for the extra creep worth of money, but I just decided to finish the base. But yeah, I was saying level 9 plus that stuff, Ghostblade and 1.5 items, is enough to clear the range creeps, which means you can oftentimes stall out games through mid lane by yourself when you're in the mid game. It's actually very, 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 very important. Also allows you to rotate very quick. You can one shot the wave and then rotate, right, with your Mobi boots. So I want you to pay attention to okay, yeah, here we ulti on cooldown for the first strike money, right? I would do it even if they have sustain. But ideally, if the enemy ADC has sustain, like Misfortune's building BT, I will try to run mid and ulti the mid laner, because they can't sustain it, right? Even though you might make like 2 less gold. Crash a cannon. We look to rotate. There's nothing here. We go ward. Pretty sure. Yeah, we go ward. Okay, good. And then we go back bot. And your entire game plan is to literally push, stay safe, max econ, try and prevent disasters from happening. This Zeri tried something really crazy. Almost got me low-key. I'm pretty sure if he had hit the ulti, he would have gotten me. But alas, he made a mistake here. I think he's gonna have a second E here, so I don't know if we can kill him. But remember, we just need to get the wave, okay? When it comes to decision making, this is not just like Caitlyn. This is not like this build, but in general on ADC, you need to make sure you are playing around your waves, right? Like whenever that whole Zeri play is done, we need to play around the wave. Okay, can I get the next wave? Can I get the next wave? Can I get the next wave? That should be all you're thinking. Okay. I still don't have enough money. It looks like quite the tragic game, doesn't it? So the fact that we can carry this is kind of unbelievable. Here we go mid because Veigar's is bot. So we just go mid here, right, to make sure we get our own wave. We already lost mid tower. That is usually usually a very bad sign. Okay, we see him base, so then we crash the cannon wave. We look to ulti, and then we can go home, right? Or top. We're gonna go ulti top, it looks like, because they're making a bot play. So you should cross map unless you're winning. If you're winning, you should match. But here we're gonna cross map, right? If you don't know what that means, it means enemy team is using resources to go bot. Therefore, you give up on bot and go get enemy resources top. So here we're gonna try and help this top fight, but does not look like it's going well. We just need a base, I think, or go mid. Can I get mid here from here? It looks like Caitlyn is going in. I mean, ulting for the first check money plus to dissuade her. We also need to go mid. We need a base and go mid, clearly. So here, okay, I guess I wasted too much time. So now I have to cancel base and go mid, and then clear the wave and then base. Okay. Yeah. Ideally, you don't miss a single wave of farm. Okay. You need to make sure you don't miss any waves. If you ask like, oh, when do I move to fights, guys? When do we do this? When do we do that? You don't move until you've gotten the wave. Okay, as a rule of thumb. There are exceptions. For you right now, if you're watching this and you don't have at least 8 or 9 CS a minute every game, there are no exceptions. Okay, you need to make sure you get every single wave. So here, you see a bot fight going on, you push mid. Anything that happens on the map is an opportunity for you to scam the next wave. Okay, that's what you should be thinking as ADC. So here, I'm going to scam the wave. Well, not necessarily scam the wave, but I'm going to push the mid wave. And then we're going to see if we can hit the tower. Hitting the tower, it depends on the enemy engage. When you show that you're hitting tower, of course, Camille slash, I don't know, someone TP to defend, right? But you got to keep an eye on Camille. Okay, so here, we decided to not hit the tower. By default, you don't want to hit the tower. Enemy Katarina runs it down, thank God. And then Camille is coming from top, so we wait, and then we push mid. So while you're waiting, you can't get the wave at the enemy tower. While you're waiting, you just base. And this is the beauty of the build. Okay, it keeps you out of trouble. You actually just don't know what to do, press B. Okay, you get the wave, don't know what to do, press B. That you actually cannot go wrong. Low-key, you can go wrong if your team's trying to make a play and you're not there. But yeah, and also, yeah, that's funny. I cancel Zeri's base and I make money by ulting her there. But yeah, that's literally the entire game plan from now until 3 items. Anytime something happens, did you get the wave? If you got the wave already, maybe you can help. See, something happened top, I just get the wave. Okay, my job is to get the wave and then figure things out. So I get the wave and then I head top, right? But if they had shown all top, I would have gone mid, right? This fight looks a little bit cursed, but I think we can make it work. Especially since we saw Zin and there's no Katarina. She is one-shotting me, by the way. What in the world? We need to not die to this Katarina. Oh, yep. Okay, we need to run. That didn't look good. But you'll notice that I got my wave and I got kill slash assist. Okay, so I am making money. Making money is the most important thing when you play this build. Wow, that was... that was a... I don't know if she saw me or that was a blind RQ, but that was good by her. But yeah, this game is winnable, okay? This game is winnable. I promise you. Okay, we spawn. We need to go mid because Greg is his top, right? You always need your own wave of farm. You're just going to be mid. And at this point, you should be thinking, okay, it looks kind of fucked, but it's just a money diff. Anytime it's a money diff, they can throw. If it's an objective diff, like they have 3 dragons, that's a lot harder to throw, okay? But you can carry against most dragon souls. You can carry against most dragon souls. The souls you cannot carry against are Mountain Soul and Chemtech Soul. Both of them prevent the enemy team from getting one-shot by you. And this build eventually aims to one-shot them. Okay, we need to try and outplay the Zin. Yeah, I moved to this fight. It looked a little bit hard. We're just trying to escape here, right? You're not trying to do anything crazy. We got caught by surprise, so we just need to run. And then we base and go mid, probably. I don't know. We need to base and go mid, right? Or base and go bot. Either one. It's base and go bot, and then we need to try and defend the dive against Camille. We were going to trap ourselves to prevent her from Eing me and then ulting me, so 2 traps, right? And then we're going to see... Oh, nope, she tries to trick me, but yeah, it's no good. And then we get the wave here, okay? So very important that you don't die there. Remember, every time that I haven't died, I've actually been able to pick up extra waves. Like here, for example, I got to defend against Camille and pick up an entire cannon wave. And then I'm actually going to get another wave bot. And then I'm going to be able to base and go top. Okay? Although I think I'm dying to Camille, but I see her mid. So we're good. So we can get the wave. And then we can... I don't think we can go deeper. So I think we either need to base go mid or we just go mid. Basing is clearly a good option here because we have Collector in base. Also, it's unlikely I can get this mid wave first because the entire enemy team is on the map and my team is dead / not on the map. As you can see here, the Katarina is here. Oh, actually, I end up dying to this, I'm pretty sure. Oh, fuck. Guys, I know you must be thinking, there is no way we win this game. There is no way. Yeah, it's coming. Don't worry. It's coming. The magic starts happening at 3 items, I promise you. Until then, we are trying to be patient and making as much money as possible. Oh, looks like Caitlyn runs it down. That's pretty good. We can net forward, but all your damage comes from nothing really. Headshot doesn't really do much, and Q doesn't really do much. We're in like the worst part of Caitlyn's gameplay, which is the mid game. Okay, here is good to know that when the fight is over, you need to go and maximize econ. Okay, and so with our HP, Camille is going to stop our Otacon, so we should go top, right, and get the wave. Camille ends up dying. But you could not have predicted that, right? Full HP Camille will kill your entire team. So we continue top. It's too late for us to go Otacon. And I'm pretty sure the whole team dies on the Otacon here due to Xin from base or TP or something. But that's okay because we are maximizing econ, okay? This is the thing that this is very important. For those of you in lower elo, you guys would not have gotten the waves here. Okay, and you guys have done something silly like follow your team to whatever this is. Okay, so it's very important that you make the consistent decision to maximize your gold with minimal risk. Okay, and so with that, I was almost able to get my third item, and then we are able to pick up this mid wave. Right, all we're doing is max econ, guys. Max econ should be the name of the game. We need a third item to start playing the game. Otherwise, it's not playable. And then, of course, keep ulting on cooldown on enemy squishy with no sustain. That will allow you to make +1 CS a minute or more, depending on how much damage your ulti does. Now we're down 2 inhibitors. Okay. Down 2 inhibitors. And all the dragons. I think we're okay, guys. Not really. But yeah, if you ever feel stressed because the enemy team, if the game looks unwinnable, I want you to look at how many dragons they have. Because if they have a lot of money, they will throw the money. I promise you. If they have the dragons are not possible to throw. Okay. If you're wondering how you can help this fight, you cannot. You do not have 3 items. You do no damage. Your job is to survive so you can pick up the minions so that you can make money. You're starting to see a trend here, right, guys? Anytime something happened in the mid game, we needed to turn that into a way for us to make money. It's not, how do I help my team win the fight? You do not help your team win the fight. You do not do damage. If the fight is winnable because it's 4v4 or it's 5v4 or you have some kind of advantage, of course you can help. But by default, it is not help, okay? By default, it is maximize econ by getting all waves possible. All right? Now, we are headed towards the part of the game where now that you've made all this money, what do you do? Okay, so I'm going to buy this LDR. The first step of Caitlyn late game, not just this build, is stack headshot on the wave and run around with the headshot. I cannot stress this enough, guys. You are unable to carry. The thing that changed between now and 1 minute ago is the fact that if I run around holding headshot, it will actually do something now. Okay, if I run around holding this headshot and I headshot Zeri, it will actually be a real play. Headshot Zeri will be half her health if it crits, or if not more. And then that will lead into maybe 1 or 2 autos into an ulti. Like, look at this. Headshot Zeri led into her entire health bar disappearing, led into an Fury kill. And then that is exactly what you need to do when you have 3 items plus. This is your entire game plan from now on, is hold headshot, play the game with headshot. Okay? If you do not have headshot, do not attempt to play the game. You must find a way to hit headshot. It can be through nets. It can be through traps. The most consistent way is through passive headshot. It's funny. Enemy Karma says... I remember this. This is the part where Enemy Karma says, "Lose fast noobs." I was planning on putting this game on YouTube, but I decided to make it a more educational video instead. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this style. Hopefully I'm not boring you guys, or hopefully the video's not too long or whatever. I'm kind of worried about stuff like that nowadays, but maybe I shouldn't be. I should just make whatever. and hope you guys like it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, next item after the LDR is gonna be Infinity Edge. When you have Infinity Edge, you start one-shotting on trap, okay? And you start being able to count your kills in headshots, okay? So, for example, Zeri is 1.5 headshots, is how I think of it, right? Zin is probably like 3. Katarina is 2, okay? That's how you should think of it, because passive headshot plus net is 2 headshots right there, okay? We go into this fight. We take it slow, but make sure you trap your approach so that the melee Camille champ doesn't one-shot you, right? And then you need to stack headshot. You dump headshot, you must stack it again. Okay, so we're stacking again. And then we're going to look for a net play. Okay, there's a net play. And we'll look for a passive headshot play. Ready? 4, 5, and then headshot. Okay, that's it. That was the play. So what we were looking for was trap on the melee champ. And then we were looking for net. Okay, those are your sources of headshot. And then after that, it's passive. Looks like the enemy... Karma is trying to stop everyone's bases. I'm just going to base by Infinity Edge. Here, you actually have a few options. On your 5th item, not your last item, your 5th item, you can go BT, Rapid Fire, Opportunity, or anything that I haven't mentioned, like PD or Edge Ignite, or I never buy Edge Ignite or GA, okay? But it could be PD sometimes. In this game, I think that the range is going to be relevant, so I'm aiming for a Rapid Fire. Oh, another crit item you can build is Showboat as well. Also, how did Karma get there? Against their team, Rapid Fire is very relevant to try and hit Katarina and Zeri and Karma when they're out of range. PD is relevant if you're right-clicking Zin and Camille, which I think we are not this game. Camille has a Merc Treads. Zin is immune, so it's not a PD. You could go Shield Bow. I think Shield Bow would be a solid option. But Rapid Fire has more finesse because it gives you move speed and it gives you range. And that range indicator is very important for showing you how far you need to get, or I guess how close you need to be to make a play. And also it just extends your Rapid Fire headshot range. It's really important. Here we open with ulti, but you see me hitting the minions because I must stack the headshot, okay? Very important. Must stack the headshot. I end up headshot Camille, and then I trap headshot, and then I Q. I was going to net headshot as well. But if you want to know how we kill Camille there, it's trap yourself against melee champ. I should have flashed her stun to headshot Katarina. I would have killed both, but mistakes happen. That's my bad. You can see that you don't need perfect mechanics to carry on this build. In fact, in this game so far, the mechanics that you've seen aren't really that impressive, I want to say. They're just pretty okay, pretty mediocre. I've coached students who can do better than me, okay, who have had a better showing than me so far in this game. Okay, if you want to know how to stack headshot on the wave, just make sure that as you kill the last minion of headshot, what I like to do is auto attack the minions and then Q or use net for the last few minions. You really don't want to use net if you don't have to. You should be using Q. I think we need to kill someone here. I think they saw me, but I'm going to try and headshot this Katarina. Boom! Okay, there it is. Katarina is 2 headshots, like I said. Okay, that was the plan. And then this Zeri is 1 headshot, but I killed her with a normal auto attack because she took 1 million damage from Veigar. So yeah, this is what you need. You need to get to the point where you have 3 items. Then you start playing around headshot. Then you get Infinity Edge. Then you start 2-shotting people. Then you buy Opportunity, BT, whatever. Then you start 1-shotting people. Okay, this is how you play this build on Caitlyn. This is your entire setup. I think Camille's about to kill herself here. Trap yourself and then net, right? Yep, trap myself and net, and that's 2 headshots. GG. The entire game plan is to play around your headshots. Now we are unstoppable. Once you get to this point, you will carry the game. Or you can carry the game. If you don't carry the game from this spot, it means you are probably unskilled. I'm just going to say it. Like, there's no way you don't carry the game from this spot. How can you lose when 1 headshot crit is winning on anybody, almost? Okay, maybe not necessarily Camille or Zin, but headshot crit on Zeri, Cat, and Karma is winning. Don't forget, you have these Moby boots that allow you to run at them and they cannot get away from you. You are faster than them. You have Ghost... Check this out. This is what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. He cannot... It is not possible for him to get away. If they make a mistake, if they step out of line, if they walk up too far, you will run at them and you will whip out the op and shoot them. Okay? That is your entire game plan. Okay, we stack headshot again. We dump headshot, you stack it again. And then you need to watch for the enemy engage. And then, you see, I have 4 stacks. I will literally walk over and hit this ward. Okay, I will do anything I need to do to stack headshot. If you learn anything mechanically on how to carry with Caitlyn. It's stack headshot no matter what. After the wave, you must be running around with headshot. Otherwise, the game is completely unplayable for you. I'm gonna one shot the Zeri, I'm pretty sure. I walk up, headshot, boom, dead. Ah, that was bad. Okay, do not headshot into flash net when they're running away. When they're running away, you will never hit the net. That was a big throw by me. Do not waste your flash like that. You should just be happy taking the headshot. Yeah, that was really embarrassing. If anything, it should be E flash W. So yeah, that was bad. I'm pretty sure it's gonna cost us the end here. Could have ended here, but I can't. Camille actually dodged a headshot with her ulti. That's unfortunate. When you dump headshot on her, make sure you stack again. Hit the closest thing. You can hit Xin. You can hit the inhibitor. You can hit the Katarina. You can hit the Zeri. I don't care. I fucked up the net. That's awkward because now we're gonna die. But I headshot the. I hit the Katarina, and then I end up. Let me see. I end up not being able to stack headshot. I think. Here, with one stack, you need to count in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then one shot the Katarina. Okay, yeah. So we are counting headshots here. Make sure you're counting headshots in the fight because your headshot is when your next play shows up. So here, obviously, we made a huge mistake. I did end up netting an important person and headshotting them, but I compromised my positioning because I didn't go over the wall. If I had flash, we would have ended the game there because I would have killed them all. That is my bad. Your flash is very important late game. If you want to know the value of flash, just think of it as kill a carry or outplay and engage. Those are your two main cases for flash usage. Don't know what to do? It's usually speaking just outplay and engage. Okay. Not bad. We have to wait until spawn, but again, we're coming back. Coming back to the same old stack headshot. Now we have 5 items we're looking to sell for BT. I believe we can also sell for opportunity this game because Katarina has no armor and Zeri has no armor and Karma has no armor. So if I were playing this game today, I would definitely go opportunity. Here I'm hunting Katarina because she's walking up. I'm trying to find her here. No, can't find her. Yeah, when you have the rapid fire headshot, you should look on the enemy squishies, okay? You shouldn't die. Okay, if you give vision, you should start running. So I give vision, I should start running. But you should be looking at the enemy squishies, okay? So we need to start running. Enemy team's trying to engage. Here comes the Camille. She could have ulted me. I would have died there, by the way. That was really dangerous by me because Camille can tank long enough for her team to kill me. Dump headshot equals stack headshot again. So here you can see me stacking headshot. Do not give up the headshot. You must use it to fight. Pretty sure an insane fight is about to come up, but I sell boots for the BT here. Cases where you don't sell boots is when you really need the move speed. They have like CC or like displacement, like a Nivea wall. They got something that makes it so that you need to move, like or an ult or something. Okay. Or if you're stuck in base, you can buy the BT. I think I definitely would buy the opportunity here though. I think the opportunity, the one shot is way crazier than the healing and the shield that BT gives. Yeah, if you don't believe me, just there's a video, I think I called it, Caitlyn whips out an op. Okay, so I walk up, headshot the Katarina for half her health. That was really good. And then we need to stack headshot again, and then play on the next guy. We need to trap ourselves, by the way, against this Camille and Xin. Is the only way we can play the game. I use net here to make space. He's almost killing me because I didn't trap myself correctly, so it's taking forever to kill him. This is really bad, by the way. You need to make sure you trap yourself correctly. But it is what it is. You dumped headshot, you need to get headshot again. This guy jumps on me. I'm pretty sure Katarina is in here. We hit her if we can. Like, we had no lethal there. That fight could have been a lot better. You can see the mechanics. The mechanics are not perfect. Far from perfect. Against melee champ, if you're wondering what you do against these guys, against melee champ, you must trap yourself and you must play around it. I basically kind of trapped myself and then didn't play around it, okay? You actually need to play the traps when you put them down. That's how Xin was able to E past them. That's how Camille was able to ult past them. You cannot allow that to happen unless you want to lose, okay? But yeah, pretty hard to play, pretty hard to get in the habit of trapping yourself and playing around it. So another habit you can do is trap to where you're going. I think team ends up saving the Nexus here. Because the Zeri and Karma can't end. So let's fast forward here. We're holding headshot again. Quickly approaching the final fight, but as you can see, it's business as usual. We look to headshot the closest guy. Oh, this is a crazy fight. Oh, this is really bad. Okay, in this kind of situation, you just got to do your best. Remember your training. Trap yourself, net headshot, passive headshot. Okay, Camille goes for a flash stun. I need to net her, instantly kill her. I need to put traps down. I have two stacks. I need a stack of 4, 5. Headshot the closest guy. I headshot the Katarina. It's supposed to be headshot Karma is supposed to be Katarina, and then I net the Katarina who is jumping on me, and it was really close. Okay, it was. I almost saved it. I mean, I did save it, but I was almost able to kill them all without dying. You'll notice that I headshot the wrong guy. Karma and Katarina were on top of each other. The target you headshot is of the utmost importance because it is the only guaranteed headshot that you get. But if you fail that, you need to look for your net. Okay, and in that case, I knew without doubt in my mind that Katarina was going to jump on me, so I had to net her immediately. I had to low-key go for like a predict net, and ended up working out, right? Because I like auto-attacked her mid-air and then net killed her. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, when you're in these situations, remember the 3 things you're playing around. Trap, headshot, so traps on the ground. Net headshot, so you got to hit someone with net. And then your passive headshot, so you got to count in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? I actually ended up selling for opportunity. I think it is sell BT for it. I think the BT is overrated. Okay, just saying it here. I think BT is overrated. After playing around with this build way more often, I think I would rather have the Ghostblade, and I would rather have opportunity over BT. You're just playing the one shot, okay? We're not playing Yuntao, we're not playing Lethal Tempo. We're playing to instantly kill someone on a headshot, okay? Okay, fast forward. Okay, fast forward. Another one of the ways you can find an angle is through mid. So you stack headshot with rapid fire, you look through mid. Okay, because mid is where the bot lane is. You want to headshot the bot lane like this, okay? And then he just instantly dies with chillin'. This gives you the Elder in the bushes. You want to trap the ends of bushes. Here you see me trap the ends of bushes. Also, if you see me go for a net combo, I will try and do an EW combo. I know I've done it a few times in this game, but if you're wondering, late game Caitlyn combos, it's EW usually because there's 2 headshots, right? The Xin is going for a steal. He is invulnerable. I can't really do anything about it. Our Leona got the dragon, thank God. We need to clear mid, we need to get Baron, and then we need to end the game. So here, we're running to Baron, we're holding headshot. I start doing the Baron because we need the 4-second recall to go home. These are just late game ideas. If you're in a situation where the enemy team tries to base race like they are now, kill the Baron, 4-second recall. Okay? That's generally speaking what you need to do instead of taking an 8-second recall. Although I have 4-second recall in my boots. I'm holding headshot. Out of base, I will try and headshot them, right? Probably just Camille here, if I can reach her. I think she's out. Okay, and then now we have Baron and Elder. The game's over. All you do is run down mid, headshot the closest guy, ideally a carry, and then you win the game. Fast forward here, you'll notice that I do not give up my headshot no matter what. I have no more money to make. Do not dump that headshot on anything unless it's a important champion. And I'm looking to hit Zeri. Oh, perfect. Flash for the Zeri even. And that is, she died in 1 hit, okay? It required Elder Dragon to make it happen. If I had Ghostblade instead of BT in this scenario, I would have been able to do it without the Elder Dragon. But yeah, that's just as things for you to know, okay? And then you just end the game. So, hopefully, this video wasn't too long. And I hope you guys now understand a little bit better on how to carry with this new Caitlyn setup, this new Symbiotic Souls Ghostblade setup. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next video.